Oh, really?
And Roy Williams has left the building, sponsored by Domino's in here. Don't dare put that up when Roy's in here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, or Pepsi. Oh, man.
Just sell the supplements with every pizza. Sell the supplement with the pizza. That's
Roy's business is doing great. So, you know, John, you got kind of personal.
Oh, my. Again. Oh, my.
You was talking about, hey, boys, learn to whisper in a sawmill. You were talking about anger in a trash can. A garbage truck, and you explained how garbage trucks used to work.
Yeah, that's right.
Johnny Lee, my first job out of college was working on a garbage truck in Madison County in 1974, February.
And you know the saddest part about that statement is he was probably expecting you to announce that.
No, I want you to know that. You need to get your history of the country rover down pat.
There you go.
I had to jump on and off. Actually, it was not that bad of a job.
3 weeks.
We started at 7 or 8 o'clock. We'd get through sometimes in 3 hours. That was the easy day.
Yeah.
You know the worst thing I remember, every time I go by there when I take the back road from New Hope, this one place had a cabinet shop. Well, what do you think was in their garbage cans?
Sawdust.
Sawdust. Oh, I bet.
See, back then, you just dumped it in there. You didn't use trash cans. I mean, garbage bags. I don't even know if they were invented back then. You empty that garbage can on that truck. When you ride in, what do you think's blowing out of that truck? Sawdust.
Everywhere. Yeah, absolutely.
So if you've been a garbage truck man like me.
Now, you didn't do it during the summer, just during the winter time. How long did you do the garbage?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay.
Then I got a job in TV, and as they say, the rest is history.
There you go.
But enough about me.
It's about time.
Yeah. John, I'm thinking about doing a moral inventory.
You know, I tell you what, that if you're going to do one of those, that's a little tough sometimes. But what Jamie's talking about is, it's a good thing to do sometimes is take a moral inventory where you just ask the Lord. There's a scripture that says, "Search me, O Lord, and examine my heart and see if there's any wicked way in me." Well, that's always the dangerous prayer to pray, because sometimes when you do that, He'll show you some things inside of you. But as we're talking about cleaning up your life and letting some hurts and habits and hang-ups go away, and sometimes you have to just say, Lord, show me the things that I need to improve on, and He will.
But if I let go of my defects as you're preaching, I won't be me.
You know what? And the bad thing is if you let go of all your defects, you won't even have to come to church anymore.
Well,
You'll be a better you.
That'll be great. Well, we were talking about the defects that we all have, and sometimes some of us actually are comfortable with those defects. We nurse them, we use them to help manipulate people. We say, well, that's just the way I am, and that's not the good attitude to take. It's not right. It does become a hurt, a habit, or hang-up that can destroy many folks in your life. You got to watch out for that.
But if I wait till I feel like changing my defects, I ain't never going to get rid of them.
Now, that right there is a point that we made the other day that's absolutely true. If you just wait around, and I've had people say, well, I should not be insincere, or I should not be a hypocrite. I don't feel like doing right. Well, duh, and
we don't always feel like doing right.
That's right. Often, we don't. And like I said about my father, my daddy never waited for me to feel like obeying. He never waited. He never said, Johnny, I want you to go get in touch with your feelings and then properly obey. No. He would make sure that I learned how to. But it's important to do what's right, even though when you don't feel like doing it.
I thought one of the story you told about your dad, we'll have time to get that today, about the Pinto. First of all, I can't envision you in a Pinto.
Yeah, that was hard enough right there.
And you were married later with the same Pinto.
That's right. We took my honeymoon in that unair-conditioned Pinto. That's right.
You were talking about your dad, and evidently my dad and your dad kind of had a little different standards, and my dad never read any books in, but my dad did say, you'll never amount to anything.
Wow. And
always told me that.
Wow. And that's huge. I mean, that's absolutely huge.
Of course, he was right. But, I mean,
No. He your father is a wonderful man, but if he had it to do over again, he should have done that different.
Well, one of the best things I thought what you did when you turn to the kids, and this is so true, our kids have done it too, quit hanging around with jerks. It's like a story you told about going to Auburn on scholarship and the guy talking to you, leave,
right.
They're mistreating you. But when you listen to negativity from one other person, they can change your whole life.
Absolutely. And how many of us, or how many teenagers today, or how many kids, or how many just folks out there watching right now, we have listened to the wrong voice. And you can look back and you can think of a person that you listened to that got you all negative. You know how many marriages are in trouble today because of girlfriends, because of women sitting around talking with their girlfriends and talking about what a jerk he is, a louse he is. And you know, it all may be true, but you're listening to the wrong voice. That's not the voice you need to be hearing. You need to be speaking somebody that speaks truth into your life, goodness in your life, righteousness into your life, and follow that track. It's easy to find negative people out there.
Now, I want to go back and bring up a bad habit here, John. Frank said he's been smoking 65 years.
Yeah.
It stunts your growth. Well, obviously you didn't smoke long enough.
Right.
But now, you said you quit smoking when you were an altar boy.
Yes.
Started and quit.
You want me to tell that story? Okay. Well, in the 8th grade, in May of my 8th grade year, I decided to start smoking. And, of course, the very first cigarette was like any other kid's, you know, but then I got where I was pretty good at it in the month of May. But at the very end of the school year at St. Dominic's Catholic School, we would always go to the altar boy choir girl picnic, and we'd all ride the school bus down to Mobile Bay. And back in the back of the bus, I just took a cigarette and lit up. And I'll never forget.
So you could smoke on the bus?
Well, not supposed to.
No, we were just back in the back, just smoking and being all that, right? But we lit up, and little Virginia Lewis, just a sweet girl who was an talk about positive peer pressure. She turned around and she looked at me and she said, "John Dees, put that cigarette out. You look so stupid." And when she said that, I said, okay, and this last cigarette I ever smoked right there. So Virginia Lewis, positive
Speaking of
peer
smokers,
pressure.
there's Frank on the overhead shot.
Well, and Frank would tell anybody, I don't know anybody who does smoke that says, hey, I'm so glad that I smoke.
I started.
Yeah, I mean, say most smokers, and my parents were smokers, and they loved to smoke, but they didn't like the fact that they loved to smoke because it hurt them.
Does this series continue, or are we through?
We're about 3 more weeks into it.
3 more. It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a church home, we'd love to have you down at Cross Point Church. Come on down, 9 o'clock and 10:45. Change subjects. Let's talk football. How lucky can Auburn get?
I can't get it.
I'm predicting Auburn to win the rest of their games.
Yeah, well,
if I say they're going to win, they're going to win.
Sarcasm.
There you go.
So we know we got in Clemson, y'all probably take them.
We were very, very fortunate to win both games.
I heard from your lovely bride, somebody thought you were having a heart attack.
That's right. She did tell that.
Well, somebody called us and said, we just
Her
heard.
sister said,
Is John's heart okay? I'm fine.
Florida, Tennessee.
Florida.
Oklahoma, Florida State.
Florida State.
Florida State.
Alabama and North Texas State.
Alabama by 3.
Hey, Tim Anderson at Clemens Baptist joins us tomorrow along with Bob Labby. Shut up, he's still gone for a while. Anything else you got coming up this week?
I don't think so. 2 core.
All right, weather going to be absolutely beautiful this weekend. It's that type of weather, John. Well, me and you just want to get in and watch football all day long. Thank y'all for getting up with us. We got to go. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.